Your Strength. Today we're going to be talking about weight loss. Okay, and this is a topic that, it pretty much encompasses the entire fitness industry. It's probably the most distorted way of looking at your body, but a lot of people are just strictly concerned on how do I lose weight, how do I get a bikini body, all that nonsense. Just for those people, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to give you my opinion on it, and we're going to discuss some of the physiology behind trying to lose weight. Okay? So to start off, the most simple and basic thing that everybody already knows, but everybody seems to avoid: eat clean, whole foods. Okay? So I'm talking about fruits, vegetables. If you're a meat eater, clean, lean meats like chicken, eggs, that kind of stuff. Try and avoid red meats. Try and avoid meat in general, but if you're a meat eater and you can't change, then try and stick to leaner meats. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you already know beans, lentils, peas, that kind of stuff, really, really low in fat. Don't categorize this as a diet, because it's not a diet. Okay, this is a nutritional lifestyle. Okay, we're not trying to, kill you and make it so that you can only eat this. That's not the goal. Okay, eat clean, whole foods, because that's what we're built to eat. Our bodies aren't built to process all these sugars and salts and stuff that keeps fruit and vegetables in cans for months on end. Our bodies aren't meant to handle that kind of stuff. We don't have digestive enzymes to break it down. So when you eat processed foods, you slow down your digestion, you make your body less efficient, and if you're taking up more, you have to think of it, if you're taking up more energy digesting your foods, that's less energy you're actually going to have in your active lifestyle or in your workout, right? So from that standpoint, you want to eat foods that are as easily digestible as possible so that you have more energy for your workouts or more energy for whatever you're doing. The other thing is sleep lots. Okay, there's two main reasons for getting as much sleep as possible, and when I say as much sleep as possible, I mean between 7.5 and 8.5 hours a night at least. Okay, and I actually take every Sunday to sleep in. That's my sleep in day. Even if I wake up at 9 and I've already had 9 hours of sleep, I go back to sleep and I sleep more, because you can always use a little bit more sleep. Two reasons for that. Ghrelin, one of your hunger hormones, when you don't sleep very much and you wake up and you're fatigued, ghrelin could activate and say, oh, you're tired because you're not getting the nutrients you need. And it doesn't matter how strong you are, you can't fight your hormones. So once ghrelin says, you need to eat, you're going to eat. And so one of the easiest ways to get around that is just to sleep as much as you can, get the appropriate amount of sleep, and then ghrelin won't activate saying that you're tired and that you need those calories to increase your energy levels. Okay? The other one is that there has been lots of studies that show that the more sleep you get and the more REM sleep you have, the higher your testosterone levels. And obviously, especially for men, higher testosterone levels can lead to increased muscle mass, size, and strength. Okay? So, two simple reasons why you should get more sleep. And again, these are all things that people know. I don't understand why, fitness experts have to keep going over this kind of shit. But here I am. Third one, caloric deficit. Okay, this is really, really simple. If you're on a nutritional lifestyle, say it's a diet, if you're on a nutritional lifestyle and you're looking to lose, a pound a week or something manageable. A pound a week is slightly manageable. Say, your macro split determines that you're having 1,500 calories. Okay, so you're going to cut 20%. That's the most I would ever cut from my diet, is 20%. Okay, so you're going to cut 20%. Whatever that brings your calories down to, that's what you're going to eat. So essentially, you're putting your body in a restrictive position where you're only getting a certain amount of nutrients, and by not eating as much calories as your body quote-unquote needs, you would be in a deficit. Okay? With that being said, number 4 is calories are good. Okay, you need to understand this, and I always get confused when I have clients and they're talking to me about weight loss, and they say, oh, well, what about those rice crackers and stuff like that you can get, those Quaker rice crackers. What's the point of that? If you look on the package, 4 or 5 calories a cracker, what's the point? If you're not eating calorie-dense food, you're not going to feel full. You're not going to get the most out of all the nutrients you're getting. Okay, that kind of stuff, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just empty calories. We always want to try and avoid empty calories, and as much as possible, we want dense calorie foods. Okay, as long as we're still staying between our calories, if you're getting 1,500, then it's fine. But don't start overeating because I said, that I said to eat calorie-dense foods. Just for your information, different types of macros have different calorie densities. Okay, so fat is the most calorie dense. Okay, so for 1 gram of fat, you have 9 kilojoules of energy, whereas protein and carbs only have 4. Now, I added alcohol in here because technically alcohol is an energy source. It gives you 7 kilojoules of energy per calorie, but as probably everybody knows, when you drink alcohol, you seem to sort of lose, motor function, your cognitive ability, that kind of stuff. But it does give you energy. The last thing is exercise. We were built to move and walk and run and lift and stuff like that. It's just part of our nature, and being sedentary doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. The other thing is exercise according to what you're eating, or eat according to what you exercise. So if you look at any of my programs that I make online for people, whenever I set up their workout program, I also set up their nutritional plan. And the methodology behind that is that you need to be exercising for what you're eating, and you need to be eating for what you're exercising. So I'm a strong believer in intermittent fasting. I've talked about that before, and I have a video on that. But if your workout time is at 4 o'clock and your workout is heavily cardio based, the day before you should be eating a lot of calories in carbohydrates as your last meal of the day. And even on that same day, on your first meal of intermittent fasting at about noon, I'm still going to give you a lot of carbs because your workout demands that. And that process of working and demanding is the reason that you'll lose weight. If you're just, automatically eating the same food all the time, you're still going to feel hungry because your body's not getting those nutrients that it needs to fuel that movement. Okay, it's a huge cycle. It's a huge cycle. You need to understand what to eat, when to eat, and for what reason. One last thing that I want to put out there is there's 2 weird tips, and you guys can try this out. I read a study that was looking at various modes of giving your body the feeling of satiety, so making your body feel full without actually eating. One of the things that they did was sniff fruit. I know that's kind of weird, but you can give it a try. Apparently in the 4,000 test subjects that they had, hunger levels did go down, and they were in more of a caloric deficit as a result of sniffing the fruit. Gives you some kind of signal to your brain that you're eating even though you're not. In my opinion, that's silly and you should just eat anyways. But the other one was that after every meal you brush your teeth, and that feeling of brushing your teeth and getting all of that food that you just ate out of your mouth gives your body the sensation that mealtime is over, it's time to move on, I'm not going to eat again. And I'm sure you've been there. If you've had your breakfast and then you brush your teeth, you don't want to eat right after because whatever you eat is going to taste like toothpaste. So it's the same idea. So you could, if you wanted to, brush your teeth every time after you eat. That would get pretty annoying, but there you go. Leave comments in the description below, like and share.